Hello everyone. Today we'll take a look at the best drones in the market for 2021. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I'll try to help you find the right one for your needs. To see the most up-to-date prices and find out more information about these drones, you can check out the links in the description below. Before we start, I have a question for you guys. Which drone are you using right now? And what's your opinion on it? Let me know in the comments. Number 5. Rise Telo, Best Budget Drone. With its price and functions, the Rise Telo makes itself available for every user. And for that reason, I recommend this one to everybody. Even if you're not interested in drones, this drone will grant you an immense amount of fun, quality, solid flight time, durability and ease of use. It establishes itself as a great fun little drone, even for very skilled pilots. Let's take a closer look. I like testing drones by letting a beginner fly or trying to fly the thing on the Rise Telo show that it can get it all done without a doubt. A friend of mine that isn't interested in drones was impressed with this one and decided to pull the trigger on a Rise Telo. In the price range of this drone, you can't expect good flight time since he is pretty cheap, and other examples of tutors. This book can also record 720p HD footage at 30 frames per second. The same sensor is responsible for calculations about the flight height, providing you the exact parameters about the whole process. Other beginner-friendly features all the Rise Telo include the one-touch takeoff and landing, which make it a dream come true for novice pilots. Even if you fly the drone out of range or the battery runs out mid-flight, it'll land safely, making sure no damage happens to it. Number 4. DJI Mini 2, Best for Beginners. The original Mini was packed full of features and easy to operate. The DJI Fly app was introduced at the same time with a slick head down and intuitive interface. But the drone also came with limitations that frustrated users, including spotty transmission and the ability to only capture JPEG files. The Mini 2 addresses these concerns and more. The users will pay slightly more for a drone with a high-quality camera that can record up to 4K 30p video capture or plus JPEG files, and features DJI's robust OcuSync 2.0 transmission technology instead of relying on Wi-Fi. The Mini 2 has a 1/2.3-inch CMOS sensor with a 12-megapixel camera, much like the original Mini and Mavic Pro. The camera has a 24mm equivalent fixed aperture f2.8 lens with an 83-degree FOV and an ISO range of 100 to 3200. What many buyers will appreciate this time round is the ability to capture RAW images in addition to JPEG. Rounding off with solid battery life on a slightly windy day, we got around 30 minutes of flight time on a single charge when shooting at mixed 1080p and 4K resolution. On the fly, more combos, 3 batteries combined for around 90 minutes in the air. With its 4K video capture, improved controller, boosted range and ramped up wind resistance, DJI Mini 2 is the best lightweight drone around. Number 3. DJI Mavic Air 2, Best for most people. Coming up next on our list is the DJI Mavic Air 2, which is a great mid to high range drone. That's a perfect pick for beginners that can afford a bit more. The DJI Mavic Air 2 is a bit larger than its predecessor, which was already excellent, measuring about 3.3 by 3.8 by 7.1 inches in total, and it weighed about 1.3 pounds. This is not a problem though, as it fits into all camera bags without any problem. Of course, those dimensions are increased when you extend their arms for flying the drone, but it has a pretty small profile. If you want a bit more functionality from the device, you should opt for the Fly More kit that adds a bag to spare batteries, neutral density filters and a charger kit for all your batteries. Another feature for experienced flyers was the AirSense transponder that alerts you about manned aircraft new drone, so you won't interfere with anyone. The remote control in the package is a very cool one with basic functions and intuitive features that allow you to connect it to your smartphone with its clips. The DJI Fly Companion app is also very intuitive and tells you all the metrics you need to know, allows you to capture some beautiful images or videos with its 48-megapixel sensor. The video is rather smooth in 4K 60 FPS, combined with its sharp lens, gimbal stabilization, and 120 megabits per second compression rate. Number 2. DJI Phantom 4 Pro V 2.0. Best runner-up. This DJI Phantom 4 Pro V 2.0 review looks at the outstanding features, specifications, and frequently asked questions on this top drone for aerial cinematography. The Phantom 4 Pro V2 is a tremendous feat of engineering, elegant design and innovation. Features and specifications are an improvement on the existing Phantom 4 Pro with an OcuSync 2.0 transmission system, improved ESC or electronic speed controllers, and low noise propellers. This Phantom 4 Pro V2 was designed to improve on the earlier Phantom 4 models. This one has high specifications that allow for the creation of professional aerial photography and film for photographers and videographers. The Phantom 4 Pro V2's performance certainly doesn't disappoint. Camera features a 20-megapixel 1-inch sensor capable of shooting impressive RAW stills and 4K or 60p video with 100 megabits per second video in the D-Load color profile. The main issue with the Phantom 4 Pro V2.0, and one that's going to be a deal breaker for some, is the sheer size and weight of the aircraft at 1375 grams, with the battery and propellers installed, plus the 904-gram controller and 468 gram for each additional battery. Carrying everything can be cumbersome. The Phantom 4 Pro V2 is capable of capturing 4K at 60 fps video at 100 megabits per second and the D-Load color profile, which is ideal for professional aerial videographers. 20-megapixel 1-inch sensor capable of shooting RAW files in DNG format provides photographers with higher image quality than smaller sensors and a huge amount of control when processing images. Number 1, DJI Mavic 2 Pro. Best overall, the DJI Mavic 2 Pro is the best small drone on the market, with superior image and video quality, obstacle avoidance and excellent battery life. Its 20-megapixel 1-inch sensor is capable of shooting excellent RAW stills and 4K video on a host of automated shooting and flight modes complement its highly portable form factor. It's expensive and can't shoot 4K video at 60 fps, but those are the only real black marks on what is our favorite flying camera. The Mavic 2 Pro takes its design cues from the original Maverick Pro, but it is a little bigger all round. It measures 3.3 by 3.6 by 8.4 inches folded and 3.3 by 9.5 by 12.7 inches with his arms extended. Unfolding the drone is pretty easy. You just have to remember to swing the front arms out before the bottom ones. Flying the DJI Mavic 2 Pro really couldn't be simpler. The Mavic 2 Pro's image quality is very good overall, as long as you don't expect quite the same level as you'd get with a DSLR or mirrorless camera. Most drones feature a sensor that's similar to that of a mobile phone, but thanks to a 20-megapixel 1-inch Hasselblad sensor, the Mavic 2 Pro sensor is much closer to a premium compact in terms of size and overall image quality. DJI Mavic 2 Pro is the best drone on the market with superior image and video quality, obstacle avoidance and excellent battery life.